knowledge is a valid hook for your character to be here. It's also possible that you came here for something else entirely. It's completely up to you. So why are you guys here? Let's start with Akra. Why are you here?
Yeah. Akra is a tall herringon with fairy wings, and I really want. Well, I recently just came to this place to Faerun, and first I got some place that's been ravished by giants, and that was really terrible. And then they told me to go some other place, and that was really really cold, and that was in the north somewhere. And they told me to, when I asked questions about this place, they told me to go and read a book, and I discovered that there was a place with a lot of books. So I suppose I'm here to find a book about how this place. I used to be in the Feywild, you see. I'm not used to how people here are behaving.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, I'm a druid, so I'm not that into books really, but if that can help me get around, I suppose it's useful.
Tragna, why are you here?
Yes, I'm a Yanti Pureblood. I'm here just because of just to gain more knowledge on different things about other warlocks and stuff, just growing my repertoire basically of stories and different beings and different packs, and just to learn on that aspect of the game. I'm a genie warlock for Tao, level 4.
Okie dokie. Seth, why are you here?
Seth is also a Yanti pureblood, and he is here. He was from Chult, and he's around some people that generally made bad choices and did some curses and stuff, and so he had heard that Candlekeep might have some knowledge about that. But while he was adventuring, he kind of ran into this weird witch-like carnival and freed some snakes from a sideshow, and it felt pretty good about himself. So he wants to learn about different cultures and learn the ways of religion and clerics. He's a fighter, but he's on his way to be a cleric for the most part. Wants to learn what that's all about. See if Candlekeep can help him out.
Good stuff. Arlo, why are you here?
Hello, I am Orlo, Earthtaker Thunlakalaga. I'm a paladin, level 4, coming down from Icewind Dale. Had a recent stop in Waterdeep. Kind of a mysterious doings with some maps being spread around the area, and after that, interested in cartography in general. And I know Candlekeep is the house of many different types of knowledge. So I packed up some of my scroll paper, started writing down some prayers and different little bits and pieces of my knowledge, hoping that I could put together something that would be worthy enough to share and gain entry into Candlekeep. And yep, I'm a very tall Goliath, standing about 7'8" tall, heavily plated in armor, and I worship Tempest, and I'm always trying to conquer new things in his name, of course. And that should be a bit about Orlo.
Good stuff. And last but not least, Yik.
Hello.
Why are you here?
Hello. I am a very old kobold. I hail from the Sunset Mountains. I have been in captivity by a half-dragon in many, many years until a young kobold rise up and freed us all. And now I've decided to see the world. I've come to Candlekeep because it's a great library and I really do enjoy books.
Perfect. That's great. Every one of you get your inspiration for an amazing introduction, and we're going to start the first Candlekeep adventure. It's called The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces. Some of you may just have wandered here. Some of you may have come here with a purpose. But all of you know about this person who is a specialist in curses. As soon as I find his name, is Mysterious? Matrius. Matrius is his name. And as usual, you left a unique book to get into Candlekeep. That's the admission price. And you get in. Some of you may just tagging along, others may have actively asked about Matrius, but your chaperones say that Matrius has been seen going into a room and then no one knows what happened to him. Your chaperone, your guide mate, will be happy to take you to wherever he was seen last, if you so want to.
Are you guys not afraid of being cursed? I mean, how do you become specialist in curses anyway? That sounds a bit worrisome to me.
I'm a warlock. I'm always cursed.
Listen here, young one. I have been captive for more than 50 years. I feel like I am no longer cursed already.
In case it wasn't clear, this person is a specialist in curses, especially removing them, not just bestowing them.
Oh, okay.
I suppose that's useful knowledge. Curses can occur a lot in the Feywild as well. So should we?
Yeah. So let's let our guide take us to where he was supposed to be.
Yes,
Your
I fear
guide-
I would get lost in these halls. They're ever winding and so many bookcases everywhere.
Your guide is very chatty, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Machos. Yes, he's quite an expert here in Candlekeep. He's a sage. I tell you, he knows everything about removing curses. And some people say he's also handy with gassing them, but I wouldn't know anything about it. And he's been here for a very long time. He's a sage, He's a specialist." As many here are, he specializes in curses. Have I told you he's good at removing curses? And he's been studying the story or the life history of another specialist. Her name was Fistangia. She was quite a legend here in Candlekeep. She would come here and study several tomes, and then she would study some more, and she would be studying in her room for like weeks and months, and no one knew anything about her. That's quite a legend, I tell you. And he's guiding you through a maze-like passage of rooms and corridors and hallways, as you would in an old fortress.
And she was, what was her name again?
Fistandia was the legendary mage who used to come here, and Matrius is the one specializing in curses.
So I noticed you used the word "used to," and you're saying this Matrius fellow has been researching her. So I must ask, where are her whereabouts?
Oh, I tell you, nobody knows. She just came here and studied, and she went, quiet in her room for months, and then she left, and no one knows anything about it. And then Matrius was like studying curses, and he thought that maybe she was cursed. And he was looking into her, and he went to looking into her room. Her usual room, I tell you, whenever she was about, she would go to the same room, I tell you. And then Matri was looking into it, and then, just like Fistangia, he kind of can't find him anymore, and we need him to sign some forms and applications, and we can't find him. But that's a trouble for another day. You guys are here looking for for something interesting, aren't you? Maybe looking at materials might be up to your speed, huh?
It seems that all that come here are seeking one thing or another. But you say she would disappear into her room for months at a time?
Oh yes, she would not come out for either food or drink or other things. Number three, who knows?
Not even number
But she was,
three?
well, she was just there, and there. I tell you, there's no private chambers in these chambers.
Oh, goodness. Wow. Should we be expecting a mess?
Oh no, no, no! Whenever she left her room, it was like spot clean. No one understood how that even worked. Maybe she had a bag of holding something.
I suppose wizards have their way with things. But are you just saying that this specialist, I mean, this cursed person has disappeared?
Oh yes, yes, yes. He was supposed to come sign some forms yesterday, but he didn't show up. And he was looking into Fistandia's room. Maybe he thought she was cursed or something, and then he's gone, just like that. Maybe something to do with being a mage or being a wizard or something and studying in that room. We don't know.
Are you sure it's safe to go in there then?
Oh, no, no, no. It's not really safe anywhere in Candlekeep. You can go here and go there, and then you find a troll that has that has been granted some intelligence, and then suddenly he loses intelligence, and then he's just a troll again. So it's not really safe. Or there's some books that just, I don't know, want to eat your head. Anyway, life in Candlekeep is always interesting.
I'll be just amazed with all the new stuff and these stories.
Akra worries a bit.
This guy is just guiding you through the several passages and hallways until you actually get into a rather small room. There is a window at the top, but it's kind of like very small, like you would think of a prison cell. That kind of small.
Is this Fistandia's room?
Oh yes, yes, yes. This is where Fistandia used to come, and where Master Matrius was last seen. Maybe you very adventurous and industrious types, and who are not bookish at all, can find the trail to find Master Matrius.
Yes.
Can I investigate the room to see if I can find any trace?
You can definitely do so. You can do a Arcana check, a perception check, a history check to see what else you remember about this name dropping wizards.
Could I assist?
Of course you can.
Okay, I would love to.
So Tragna, you can roll again if you want.
Nice.
Yeah, you're investigating this room, and the first thing that takes your notice is a book that's left on one of the desks or on a desk inside the room. It's about it's called The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces, and it's detailing the exploits of a legendary mage called Mordenkainen. And one of his famous works is called the Extra-Dimensional Mansion. And as you are reading through this, you find some notes scribbled on the side of the pages, and you're reading it, thinking about it, and you look to the side, and my God, that wall would look perfect for a gate. Are any of you guys wizards?
No.
Nope.
Wizard, no, but I do have some arcane knowledge, but not to that extent.
Okay, who was the one with arcane knowledge? Tragna?
Yeah.
So you were investigating this book, and you saw the side notes on this book about uh, Mordenkainen's work. And yes, Kik, sorcerer count as long as you have some knowledge of Arcana, rather than just I do things explode. And after looking some watching in the side notes and looking on the book and side notes and book, you scratch your head and it's like, these are some like shorthand wizard notes here, or so you think. And putting these notes together, you think that the gate you think exists on the wall might be opened with a command word called scepter.
Can I look for possibly unsafe things in here?
Look for what? Sorry?
Possibly unsafe things. I mean, this appears to maybe be a very dangerous place.
Yes, you can look for dangerous things in the room. You can do me a perception if you want.
That's way better, Mom.
Yeah, in this particular room, you don't see many dangerous things. Again, you see the book, you see some scribblings on the side, you see an inkwell, a pen, like the usual scribe stuff. And again, you see some markings on the wall that perhaps don't mean much to you. You don't really find anything dangerous other than the weird markings on the wall, which to Tragna look like the demarcations for a gate spell or a portal of sorts.
That maybe it's cursed.
Yeah, I'll look at Tragna and see if or I'll ask, are these dangerous? These gate things? Kind of new to me.
Normally, normally they just take you from one place to another, different dimensions and different areas and stuff like that. It's usually just things that might be inside that might be the dangerous part. But normally going through the portals isn't that dangerous. There are rare occasions, but
Is our guide still with us?
Yeah, your guide is one of the Avowed, which is a sage organization that kind of runs Candlekeep. There are wizards, clerics, and other people involved with the gathering of knowledge, and he's just observing you, going around your duties, looking up stuff.
what was the name of the one missing again?
Matrius was the one that went missing, or not missing, but he hasn't been seen and hasn't been seen leaving this place.
I'm thinking they might have used this portal to go wherever this portal goes. I'm not Do you know where this portal might lead to?
Whoever would like can do me a history check. It's about the wizards involved in this thing.
As a foreign traveler, I'll abstain from that check.
Understandable. Kik, you heard about Mordenkainen. He had all sorts of wacky spells, and one of them was called a magnificent mansion, which is just an extra dimensional space that would produce, a whole mansion for a limited time. And Fistantia, the other wizard you heard about, might have been investigating that, and thus the joys of extra dimensional spaces book open in front of you.
Well, since Trogna has guaranteed that there's no problems with this, I say we go through the gate.
Guaranteed, yes. And Tragina found out the actual command word to open the gate.
It was scepter, right?
Scepter, yes.
Do you guys mean we should actually go through there?
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
Sounds like another fine place to conquer.
You sure it's not dangerous?
Come on, young one. You only live once.
Yes,
I'll stride forward and declare out dominantly, "Scepter!" Just ready to conquer forward.
Yes.
There might be some means to take just awareness or something, but I don't think it should be really that much of a problem to go in here. But you never know until you try it.
As Tragna says scepter, you see the weird markings on the wall kind of like start glowing and swirling, and all of a sudden there is a swirling portal next to you. You can go through if you want. Who has the highest passive perception? Seth and Akra. You can see this brilliance swirling, swirling, swirling. As you take maybe a few seconds to look at it, you can see this swirling is starting to slow down a bit. You think maybe within minutes or a minute or some short period of time, this portal might not be viable anymore.
And then you see trying to just go walk in through it.
Very
Sure.
adventurous.
Perhaps
Seth
caution was in order, but here we go. And Orlo will run in as well.
So
Seth will too.
Akka closes her eyes and jumps through the portal.
I'll follow Akra. Seth.
Is everyone going through the portal? Anyone staying behind?
Kiki just walks very slowly through. Not because he's hesitant, he's just old.
No man left behind.
I'm coming. This, my bag is filled with books. It's very heavy.
Here, let me help you. Let me help you.
Oh,
Give me a second. Let me put your tokens on the next map. You walk through the portal, and as you get there, you kind of get into rather confined spaces in what looks like a foyer of a mansion, and standing right in front of you, there is a very puzzled wizard-looking person.
Hello?
That guy. Whoa, hello. What are you doing here? I was just investigating this thing, and didn't the portal closed. And what's happening here?
Are you Matrix?
Oh, yes, I'm Matrix. I've been investigating this mansion, such a rich treasure trove of lore. I tell you, I even found this figurine. And he shows up a onyx figurine of what races are you guys? Is any of you familiar with imps, either by association or investigation? Because that's what the figurine is
The warlock,
depicting.
perhaps?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of imps and stuff in the past. I don't currently have one of my own, but
You see
Vile
this.
little things.
You see this wizard person, this sage person, holding a imp figurine that looks like exquisitely detailed in onyx, and he's looking a bit bewildered. The wizard, like, I've found so many interesting things here. I was supposed to investigate the alleged curse and Festunja, and then I found the book and I said the words, and then this swirling appeared in the wall, and then I wandered in, and it was so interesting I couldn't help myself.
Are you sure we can get back the same way?
Oh, I'm sure you can get back the same way, just as I'm getting back now. and he walks out of the portal.
What? Hey,
There's so many things to investigate in there. I wish I had time. What is this?
Oh,
And as he's just screaming, the portal is kind of like diminishing and closing, and you hear both him screaming and another like more, I guess, primal scream like.
can we go
run
after
to the
him?
portal?
The portal is now too diminished to cross anymore.
This was the same as our portal that we just came through.
Yes, that was the same portal. It's like the entrance to the mansion over there.
Maybe you can do that password thing again.
I'll say scepter.
Nothing happens.
Are we stuck here now?
Oh dear.
We should look around after another way to leave this place.
There are
I'll
a
start
few.
with the books.
There are a few windows along the walls, and you can look outside, and all you can see is this kind of miasma, this blue fog surrounding everything, as far as you can see. And not inside the mansion, though. You are all good inside there.
But there's a door where the portal was?
Yes, right to the south of you guys over here. If you open the door, all you're going to see is this blue fog or miasma outside.
There must be another command word to open the portal from this side. Did we hear him mutter anything other than?
You guys came into the portal. You heard this person talking about the amazing finds he found and the figurine he wanted to study, and then he went outside of the portal. And it seemed like the closing portal finally closed when he crossed. And then you heard him scream and somebody else scream before you couldn't cross anymore.
Seems as if we're not going that way.
It looks like we're going to have to find another way because something must have happened with the other portals. He must have screwed something up. Looks like we might have to try and find our own way home in here.
Oh my! Lost in a library. What if we meet one of those trolls he was talking about?
So you have your before yourself a door to the courtyard and several other doors that open inside the mansion. What would you like to do?
Oh, so not all the doors go out in that blue.
No, there's a door here, right in front of you, here,
Yeah.
here,
Yes.
and there's also one to the extreme left over there, and of course one to the courtyard.
So this one to the courtyard, yeah. You said, well, Seth will have opened it, I guess, and it just saw this blue fog miasma stuff, right?
Yes, that's all you can see. You can't see more than like 5 or 10 feet into the miasma, and you don't see anything promising.
Okay, all right.
You can go into the fog if you want to. If you think you're gonna find a portal, that's okay.
I'll stick a torch through first and pull it back, see if anything dissolves or disappears or anything.
No, it's just a torch. It doesn't look very bright, this heavy miasma and fog, but it's still a torch.
All right, Seth will...
Is it possible to actually step out there?
Yes, it is possible.
Yeah. I'll step out. I don't know any better yet.
As soon as you step out, you start breathing in this miasma, and it feels heavy and uneasy, and you start feeling, every fear you ever had in your life kind of go through your mind. You don't really like being in the fog.
I'll jump back in. The
Yeah,
mansion.
all those feelings go away, and you feel quite safe inside the mansion.
How was it?
Uh, don't go out there.
I'll take your word for it.
Were the trolls?
It was scary. You guys ever been scared?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, it reminds me of some of the stuff that happened in Chult with some of my bad Yanti friends, if you call them friends, and I don't want to think about it.
What's
Oh boy, that must have been interesting.
what's a Schultz?
A very hot place.
Ah, sounds terrible.
Oh, you mean like awareness?
I sunburn easily.
No, it's a different type of heat. It's a very wet heat. Lots of moisture, but very muggy and hard and rainforesty and
Sounds like a different world entirely from what I'm used to. I'll have to make a visit sometime.
I know about different worlds, so I guess we should check one of the other doors then.
Yeah,
How
let's
about
see
the
where.
one in front of you, Gikik?
Sorry?
The door in front of you?
Yes, I will try. And Gik takes his quarterstaff and knocks on it and goes like, "Hello?"
Are you opening this door?
Yeah, slowly opening it.
You open that door, and you see several bookcases in the back. It's like a floor-to-ceiling bookshelf. You see some bookings resting on armchairs and wooden tables. On the walls, that there are no books, there are paintings, and there is a black cat sitting on one of the chairs, just lounging. And just as you look in, this cat sees you and is like, meow.
Oh, hello there, kitten.
Gik just looks at the books and goes, "So many."
Many. There's only one cat.
Gik starts looking at the books.
Books. Maybe we're back in the library after all.
Can't reach top shelf.
You can do me a perception and investigation of whoever is checking the room, and whatever else you're doing in the room, let me know.
I see everything. So I'll.
oops, wrong thing.
Yes, Stragna and Nakra, you are the first ones to spot it. You both see a book, kind of like standing out on the bookshelves. It doesn't have anything written on the what's it called, the profile of the book, the back of the book, except for a single letter, and it's a gold filigreed letter I on the spine of this book. And I guess Akra is the first to spot it. You also see a weird book on the left bookcase on the far wall. Maybe you could, pull it or do something about it.
So it's not a real book? Is that what you're saying?
It seems to be not a real book, but some sort of mechanism.
Oh well. Anyway, I'll jump up and fetch that iBook. Maybe is this the one you want, Gikik?
Yeah, are you picking up the iBook?
Yes. Well, down.
Yeah, as you pull it out of the shelf, you see the name on the book is The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces, and on the spine of it, there is only the golden letter I. The name is on the front, but not on the spine. That seems very unusual for a book.
This is very strange. Was this the book you wanted, Gikik?
Yeah, Gik pulls out a pair of very small glasses and puts them on the end of his snout, going, interesting. It's a very prominent letter at the spine. Gig opens it and tries to see if there's anything special in it.
It's just like the book you guys were looking over outside of the mansion on the room in Candlekeep. It's just weird that the spine has only a single golden letter, I.
It's a very peculiar book. It's very, very peculiar that it's it's the exact same as on the other side.
I'll touch the letter I and just run my fingers along the spine. Not knowing any better.
You can trace the letter I. It seems just a regular, filigreed impression or printing or whatever it is. It's just a golden letter I. You can rummage through the other books if you like.
They had one outside. I'm sure they won't miss this one. And Gig goes to put it in his backpack. I can't remember who lifted it for him, but.
And so you said there was one with a lever. I ended up rolling a 19. Perception.
Looks like a lever, yes. And there's also many other books on the bookshelves. And well, you all wrote very well. You can see that almost every single book in this bookshelf is written by Fistandia. The ones that actually have anything on the spine, it says by Fistandia.
I suppose this must be her extra-dimensional spaces.
What joy!
She seems to have quite a history.
Well, Akra, you found a strange book. Shall we pull it?
Oh, yeah, the other one. Sure. It doesn't seem like a book. Well, it looks like a book, but I don't think it is a book.
Akra, as you pet the kitten, can you do me an animal handling check?
You can not.
You're petting the kitten. The kitten is kind of enjoying, but it's a bit rough. And then just like, meow. Don't move this. The cat jumps off the chair it was on and kind of runs off. Meow.
Still in the same room?
Yeah, the cat ran off the room.
Well, can't win them all. So
you now have a peculiar book with a single letter on the spine and a bookshelf to look at and what appears to be a lever or some sort of mechanism.
Pull the lever.
So I suppose someone stronger than me should maybe try to pull that one.
Hey, I can reach it. I'll reach up high or maybe bend down low, honestly, as it probably would be. Give it a little pull back.
Is there writing, says don't pull or anything like that? Book?
There's a bunch of books that you can see on the shelf. You can peruse them if you want. The book you're actually holding with the Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces, it's just saying the same thing you saw outside, detailing the work of modern Canaan and extra-dimensional places and spaces, such as this one. And whichever of you of the Arcane Persuasion, I believe it's Stragin and Gik, these things don't last forever. They're supposed to, dissolve or whatever it is that the extra-dimensional spaces do after maybe a day or two. And this has been here for, as far as you know, years.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that this thing's been here this long like this. It's obviously a special one. He's probably did some wards or protections that make it last for long periods of time. He must come here to get his own thoughts and to be by himself or something for a while.
I think that is nice sometimes.
So what would you like to do? There is a lever or something to pull or push or do something about it. There are books to look. There are other rooms to look at. What would you guys like to do?
I thought Olo was pushing that lever.
Okay, are you?
He did say on it.
As you push it,
Yeah, as long as everyone wants to go forward with that.
Sure.
one of the bookshelves kind of like swings open. And you see a obviously secret space. And were you to look inside? I assume one of you will, because why not?
Sure. Yeah.
You would see a stairway going down.
Well, there seem to be much more on this level, but perhaps we should stay in the moment and continue down. What do you think, friends?
I would see what's on this level first, since we just got here and don't know much about it.
One can always come down.
Do you think it's more dangerous further down?
I never know.
That
I've heard that that's the way dungeons work, but I don't know.
It's hard to imagine this fine place as a dungeon, but then again, she was a wizard of some sort, and you never know what they're up to.
Maybe there's more books up here. Let's look at, see if there's a bigger library somewhere.
I'll step out of the room and yeah.
Alrighty, well, we have 2 different ways to go.
Yeah, left and right, and there's 3 doors each way.
Looks like
Well,
we
some of
already
us started walking. Yeah. Is the cat out here in the hallway? No?
No, you don't see the cat over there.
I don't see the cat. Okay. Oh, Seth will open this door to the north.
For what's worth, you can see the next door to the right over here.
Yeah.
It's like a jar, enough for a cat to walk in.
Oh.
Oh.
Let's go find Kitty.
But this stairs wasn't there either.
They were there. I'm sorry if I failed to mention, they are going upstairs. And the one in the secret room you found is going downstairs.
I probably didn't see it just because someone stood there then. Can I see the kitten in here?
Yes. As you look there, just give me a second. You see the kitten and then something more.
Oh, that's ugly.
The first thing that hits you is just the aromas. There's just a lot of smells coming out of it. You can see from the door being ajar, there's an iron stove up on the wall. There's some huge prep tables and racks with hanging pots, pans, cooking utensils, and everything seems to be extremely clean despite being probably here for like years. And you also hear a flapping of wings as these 2 guys coming to view.
Is the smell coming from the creatures or the room?
The smell is coming from the room as far as you can tell, and there's the flapping of wings, 2 small forms going around busily. They see you look into the door and they bow low before you. Oh, how can we be of help to honored guests? Cooking, cleaning, mending your clothes, perhaps?
We're kind of lost.
Oh, you're lost. Oh, they're lost, they're lost. And you can see the kitty in the back eating from some bowl of food and water.
Have you seen this wizard Fistanja?
Oh yes, oh yes. She made me, she made me. She made me. Oh, yes, she made him, not made me, but we're here.
Oh, is she here then?
No, no, Mistress has not been here for a very long time. Very long time. We keep the place.
It looks spotless. I'm impressed.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're very good, sir. Can I do anything for you, sir? Cleaning, mending clothes, cooking. Something.
It smells delicious. Are you cooking something?
Oh, yes, we are cooking food. You can have food. Yes, have food, have food.
Is there any books in there?
No books, no. We have been told not to mess with books. We just clean them. Yes, clean them. No mess with books, yes.
Well, the other way then.
So, where do you get food and things?
We grow our own. Yes, we grow our own. Yes, we go over there and then we water them and then we get sunlight and then they grow and then we make them food and then we give them to kitties.
Oh, is it just kitties?
Yes, just kitties. There was someone here. It was very nosy. Yes, very nosy. Looking at the books. Very good. Very good reader. And then we gave him food, and then we gave the cats food, and then we grew more food, and then we gave the cats food.
Are there any other strange beings we should know about in this strange place?
Master told us not to mess with books, especially the ones with letters on the spines. Master told us to grow food and feed everything. As far as I can tell, only cats. Only cats.
Fair enough.
Master used to go upstairs and be there for... Time is relative, isn't it? But a long time? Yes, long time. I think so, yes, long time. Cats, feed cats.
So maybe we should go upstairs then.
I must say, something you're cooking up there, little fella, does smell pretty good.
You are very kind, sir. Yes, very kind. Thank you. I must say, new guests, it's been quiet here. Yes, very quiet. Making a lot of food for cats.
Well, it was a long journey to Candlekeep. Big guy, I don't want to trouble you or anything, but if it's been a while, maybe we could get a quick snack before we go.
Yes, quick snack. Beware, though. Beware the greenhouse. Yes. Very, very strange greenhouse.
Greenhouse. I'll turn to Akra. That sounds like something more of your nature.
I'm not quite sure what you mean. Is there anything special about greenhouses?
Oh, well,
strange
typically
things
they'll
happen.
have floral...
Yes, strange things.
Apparently strange things, but from what I would hear, plants,
Strange things happen, and this is where you get your food? Or your
we
ingredients?
grow food in the greenhouse. I believe master or mistress called it arboretum. Yes, arboretum. Yes, greenhouse, food.
Like that? Well, I suppose that sounds nice.
It is over there. And he kind of comes to the door and points to the far right door on the end of the corridor.
So if that's outside, maybe you can find a way away from here as well. I don't like the thought of being trapped inside.
Can you tell?
Oh, it is wonderful in here. Yes, yes, wonderful, wonderful. We make food, we cook food, we feed cats, we do stuff.
The passage of time does seem like it could slip by you here. But I appreciate you, little fellas. I'll never forget this conversation we had. I'll bend low, super low, and give him a little pat. Thank you.
Whoever wants to give me an Arcana check to see what you know about homunculus.
I could try. Ooh. For me, it's a 9.
Well, you know they're homunculus. That's kind of about all you know.
I probably
none
don't
of
even
you,
know that.
yeah, none of you is a wizard or an artificer, so no special knowledge of it.
Such a strange
Dick.
little being, but you've been friendly to me, and I appreciate that. Perhaps we could go to war together sometime.
Get
Is
it
Luke-
AFK.
Yeah, he's looking at the books, and he might get some extra information out of there.
Akra wants to take a peek out that door to look for that greenhouse.
Yes, give me a second. You take a peek at the door, and what you see, let me get the description. You see some open arched walls. There is shrubs and small trees growing into the little planter paths. And there is a very, very large window outside. Again, all you see out of the window is the blue miasma. And it is very well lit. Looking up, you can see there is really no sun, but there's two glowing globes just hanging around above the plants. And they seem to be bathing the plants in, well, daylight of sorts. You see some colorful flowers and blossoms everywhere, and there is this very nice perfume in the air.
Oh, very
Just
pretty.
of herbs, spices, flowers, everything good mixed together.
I feel a bit lost in this place, so I'll pick one of the flowers to bring with me.
Okay, is anybody else going in the room with Akra?
Is stepping into the greenhouse area. Is that correct?
Yes, this is an arboretum, a
And
greenhouse of sorts.
Did the creatures tell us? They said some strange thing happened, but they didn't explain it. Is that
They
right?
did not explain because probably they did not understand what's happening.
Okay, I see.
I need
I'll
Tragna.
go on.
Oh, that's almost everyone. Tragna, Seth, Akra, Oreo to give me wisdom saving throws.
All right.
As just as you're getting in, you smell something so delicious.
I got 5.
Okay, missing one from Akra, I guess.
Mhm. Oops. Oh, wait a second. Is it a spell effect?
It's not a spell, but you feel a strong scent, kind of like invading your nostrils. Whoever rolled less than an 11 on the wisdom save is now feeling quite euphoric as you see this kind of like a cloud coming out of the center between all 4 of you guys. For 1 minute, you cannot take reactions, and you must roll a d6 at the start of your turns to determine what you do.
So I can't just sit down and smell the flowers?
You definitely can. If you roll 1 to 4, you take no actions or bonus actions, and you move in a random direction. If you roll 5 to 6, you don't move, and the only thing you can do is another saving throw. And you hear some giggling that you can't see the origin of.
They're always telling me, Orlo, why can't you ever lighten up? Man, I think I see what they're talking about.
Well, the flowers here are mighty pretty. Let's sit and smell them.
What are you doing?
Flowers!
Can't you smell it?
Don't
Yes,
you hear
no.
the laughter? We should laugh too.
Yeah, you all are feeling quite euphoric. It's just these amazing smells, and you just, well, two of you can't seem to do anything but just wander around the little room and smell the flowers some more.
Enjoy
Missing
life.
missing D6 from Orlo and
Sorry about that. I got a 6.
Tragna.
I passed the save.
Oh, sorry, Tragna did pass the save. Sorry, you are unaffected. Orlo, you got a 6. You are able to do another wisdom saving throw to maybe fight off the euphoria.
I got a 9, so I don't think so. Maybe though.
Yeah, not quite.
Oh well. It's not so bad.
And all you guys are hearing is just this giggling from nowhere in particular. I mean, it seems to be close, but you can't see it. It's like,
And we're just enjoying ourselves, right? If
yes, it's nothing nefarious. You're just like
Okay, all right.
wandering random directions and smelling the flowers.
Oh, this is great. Just what we wanted, isn't it? I'll share my excitement with the whole group.
I'm looking around the room trying to find where this giggling is coming from, and I'll be like, come out, knock this silly foolishness off. Leave my friends alone.
What language are you speaking in?
Let's
Common?
see. I'd say probably primordial or draconic, or I'll just start going through my different languages.
Yeah, as you try Draconic, you hear some more pronounced giggling. And some of you feel some tiny paws, like pulling your robes or pulling your clothes or messing your hair and just, as far as you can tell, darting away.
That's all part of the experience.
Obviously, there's some, whatever you are hidden in this here, or invisible in here. Are you imps?
More giggling. We want to play.
Look at it.
You
Smell the
hear in
flowers.
Draconic. So you have at least one invisible creature messing with you guys, just for the sake of fun. You are all under its euphoria spell, so to speak. It's not really a spell. What would you like to do?
I'll just wander around smelling the flowers, I think. See if there's any other new smells in the northern part of the garden.
Akra wants to share the smell with Gekik.
Oh yes, I'll join in with Akra and encouraging him to come into the greenhouse. It's so wonderful out here. You must come in.
Flowers.
Oh yes, wait, just a moment. I'm not as fast as when I was younger.
So normally Orlo's
what?
muscles are
What?
so tight and drawn up, and then now he's just so relaxed. It's crazy. It's like totally different person. But I did roll again. I got a 13. So
Yeah, you kind of snap out of it. You can still feel some euphoria running on.
and then really quick, you did kind of mention
What?
it, but I could make like an insight check if you want to see if they seem to mean us harm, or they're just like you said, they're just being more mischievous?
Yeah. Kick, are you coming into the greenhouse?
Yes, what a lovely, lovely little place.
As you come in the greenhouse, you feel this wonderful smell, and I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Yes, hold your horses. I'm old. 70.
Yeah. Orlo and Akra, you also smell this wonderful euphoric smell, but Kick seems unaffected by it.
What a lovely smell.
Don't you think that that's wonderful? And look at the colors.
Yes, it's very wonderful. I did enjoy it. Can I smell it again?
You don't look like you enjoy it at all.
And as you seem unaffected by the smell, you hear, "Ah, play," in Draconic.
Oh, play now? Oh, I am too old, way too old to go play.
No, there's no reason to play. We're not here to play. We're here to look around, investigate, and try and find a way out of this place.
Oh, I answered in Draconic, by the way.
Who are you talking to, Gikik?
The sound? The voice? Oh, what? Where did that voice come from?
The invisible creatures, whatever they are that are in this room, that keeps giggling at us.
We're invisible? I think you smell too much of the flowers.
It does seem like someone wants to play with us. Just a moment, and Gik starts wiggling his fingers, and small sparks starts flying out. He starts casting investigation.
Are you trying to investigate? Sorry?
No, just more like that. I hear these giggling voices, and someone says play, and I go, oh, maybe this is a more playful thing to do. And he starts like small sparks coming from his hands, going like, trying to get a reaction.
Give me, I don't know, a performance check or whatever it would be appropriate to entertain these invisible creatures.
So I will do that. Performance. Oh.
Yeah. You are doing your tricks, your conjuring tricks. And you're definitely not a conjurer of cheap tricks, because this creature seems quite amused. And just as you are wagging your fingers, those two forms show up in front of you. Play! Oh. Yes, more play! Elder brother, play!
Oh my god, I want one of those.
Oh, what kind of creatures are you, little ones?
You haven't seen Yanti before?
It seemed like a very small dragon with butterfly wings, sort of.
Gikik, are these yours? Why haven't you shown me before?
Oh, no, it's not mine. No, I am a chosen of Bahamut. I do not take dragons in servitude. Gikik, by the way, has a symbol of Bahamut.
Yeah, those who are unfamiliar, those are what is called dragon fairies. They're very playful and mischievous, and they like messing with people in a good way. And they're trying to now tug at the robes of Kik and get him to play some more.
They look pretty good, pretty and nice imps.
Oh, you seem like playful. How about this little trick? And he starts like, it looked like he's trying to whistle, but instead of whistling, a beautiful sound comes out. Again, using prestigitation to make some musical notes.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Come on! 12.
It's enough to entertain these tiny dragons. Whoever wants to can investigate the room or perceive the room for whatever else is in there. Or maybe an arcana to see whatever is of value in it.
It looks terribly comfortable to lie down in those flower beds.
It does. There's flower beds, shrubberies, small trees, anything growing to keep the kitchen stocked. Seth, you're there. You're maybe looking up, looking down, trying to see if there's more of these dragons. And again, the two globes hanging above you kind of draw your attention. They are emitting sunlight of sorts. They look very magical in nature.
I'll point them out and ask if anybody else has seen these kind of things before. It's very interesting. I'll say something to the fairy dragons. Oh, your new toys? Or old toys?
We play here. There's lights.
Hmm.
There's two of the globes. If you want to take one, you're welcome to do it.
Oh, were they? I'll reach out for one. Do these fairy dragons seem to be upset if it looks like we're gonna mess with the globes?
Not at all.
Okay.
Someone wants to do me an arcana or a similar check or spell, whatever you want to do. I can tell you more about them.
I think I've seen these before.
Yeah, those things look intriguing to Tragna. They definitely look magical. You think maybe if you find the command word, might be written somewhere inside or around the globes, they might do some sort of spells for you. You think you're looking at a drift globe.
Oh, yes, I know what these are. They're drift globes. They're nice magical little things that give off the light and stuff like that.
Well, if the dragons didn't seem upset, I'll take one and just toss it around a little bit.
Yeah, you definitely can do that. The plants here can do with just the one drift globe.
All right. Well, after tossing it around, are we still excited and high or whatever with the flowers?
Yeah, it lasts a minute, and it was just the fairy dragon's breath that made me euphoric.
I see.
I was just having this nice nap in the flower bed.
Yeah,
Are you sure you should take the light away from the greenhouse, though? I think they need the plants to make that dew or whatever. What's smelling so terrible?
Oh, look at the one. It looks light enough for all the plants with the one drift globe.
Yeah, where you guys are, Accra in particular, you can see a very large window that lets you see into the other room. And there seems to be a table with some chairs in the room. Like a dining long table.
Well, if we finished playing with the dragons and we've recovered from their breath, then I think I'd go in and check out this dining room.
Well, do you guys live here? Do you want to come with us?
We play. You play with us.
Yeah, I can play with you. I can jump around you and play catch.
They're definitely gonna follow you, gonna turn invisible again, just because they're shy. But as you move,
I'm pretending to look for them like a child.
As you move, you can feel them tug at your clothes and maybe playing with your hair ears.
Hey, don't pull my ears.
As you see through the large windows, and then who was it? Seth, open the door.
Sure. Yeah, I'll open the door to the.
You see,
there's a door there.
Yeah, a long dining table and the large windows. There is a crystal chandelier hanging above the table. It's made of dark wood. There are 6 matching wooden chairs with scarlet cushions surrounding the table. And there's a 7th chair, kind of alone in the corner. Sorry, not the counter, the corner. Over there.
Hmm. And I'll look back outside from this view. Is it anything different out at the garden? It looks the same.
No, it's a big window overlooking the arboretum. Accra, are you by the door?
Well, yeah, just it's a bit crowded, so I just passed it.
Yeah. You can feel the two invisible dragons kind of tugging you away from the door.
Okay.
Play! No, go there!
Yeah, it's
Why? What's there?
You guys
Just-
coming? Are you going to sit down to eat or anything? I mean, shouldn't we try to find our way out of here?
I'll say-
yes.
Sorry, who's saying what? Sorry?
Did Accra tell us what the dragons are saying? Are they saying don't go in there?
Yeah, they're kind of trying to tug her away from there.
Yeah, that's what
On the table, you could see some very nice silverware, maybe worth a nice chunk of money if you ever get out of here.
I'll describe to the fairy dragons as they're playing with Accra. I'll say the name, and I speak Draconic, and I'll say mention Matrius and a man and a wizard. Books. Have you seen him? Do they understand me? I don't know if they.
They do understand, but they don't really understand much about wizards. What this wizard you were speaking about? They're just giggling and playing with Akra's clothes and stuff.
I mean, we found the wizard, didn't we? But he just jumped through that portal and left us here.
Okay. Well,
Where would you like to go?
do you want to keep exploring the next door here? Do you want to do anything in the kitchen?
I
Oh
mean,
yes, before I forget it, Gik was looking at the books, right? Before you went away from the keyboard.
I think before the greenhouse, right? He was looking at the.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Gik was looking at the books in the study, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you perused some of them, just taking a look. You found some interesting. Again, all of them seem to be written by Fistandia. And you found one that's about extra-dimensional spaces and kind of like a diary of sorts of when she was crafting this place. And you find some suggestions that there may be a hidden command word inside the mansion in case anyone gets trapped inside.
We should definitely look for this command word, and it seems that that's the only way out. I would guess.
so will that be like runes on the wall, like the other place?
Furthermore, you also read that this particular place was created by her when she was studying in Candlekeep. She wanted a place to stay that was not, the tiny little cell-like room she was in. And so she made this place. And it's been a long while that this has been here, more than any extra-dimensional mansion is expected to last.
That is very, very impressive, I must say.
Maybe it is cursed. Do
So
you think we should go upstairs and try and find her?
Well, there are certain artifacts in this world that can make magical effects last longer. Maybe upstairs, maybe one of the other rooms.
Yes. Seems all we found so far is this other strange book with the letter I, and I, for one, think there are more clues to be found.
Did you write that book?
I'm not much of a writer or reader for that matter. I didn't want to say that too loud earlier. Probably get a lot of weird looks, and Candlekeep saying that. But if you...
Yeah, no, I completely understand you. I wouldn't read books either if I didn't have to. But they said I had to read a book to understand more.
So you still have 3 doors you haven't checked on this floor, and you can go either upstairs or downstairs in the secret passage you found.
I'll go down and check one of these other doors out.
Okay.
Did we check this one out yet? First, we were going to, but we saw the cat might have gone in the other door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everyone saw Kitty and was like, Kitty!
So yeah, I'll open this one here.
Well,
As you look inside, what you see seems to be like a training room of sorts. You see a battered wooden mannequin-like thing, like you would see on a martial arts training. You can see a rack holding several staffs and daggers, and there's a window in the back, and again you see this blue fog/miasma. The floor is very stained and scorched by burn marks, and at the far end of the room there is a broom that's hovering midair, just sweeping the floor.
The scorch marks, do they look like they're coming from the ceiling or just from people practicing? Can I tell? I don't know if I would know that or not. Know how to tell the difference. But
Yeah, it doesn't look like purposeful burn marks, if that makes sense. It's like someone was practicing their combat abilities here. This is what looks like a dojo of sorts.
okay.
There's a bunch of daggers, staffs, darts, and similar weapons stacked in the rack. And there's a broom.
Bleed in here?
Sorry, what was the question?
Did anyone bleed in here?
Bleed.
Yes, like
No,
was
you.
it only for practice, or was someone actually killed in here?
No, you don't see any blood stains or blood or anything related. It's more like the training room in a dojo. There is a standing mannequin to hit with things. There is a bunch of weapons. There's scorch marks where a wizard might have cast some fire bolts or such.
I'll push on the mannequin a little bit.
Very nice and safe.
You push on the mannequin, nothing really happens other than it kind of like circles a little, and the other arm comes slowly back towards you.
Okay. I'll practice hitting it, like with a quarter. I'll go over to the rack and pick up a quarterstaff or something and hit the mannequin.
You hit the mannequin with quarterstaff.
Can I, at the same moment he hits it, can I make sparks fly out?
Whoa, what is this?
A really hard hit. There's like sparks flying out of it.
I'll look at the staff and wonder what I did.
The mannequin is just there, kind of slowly bobbing and circling and whatever other motions it's supposed to do. And
I
the
didn't know
broom,
you had magical abilities, young one.
I didn't
The broom-
either. That's what I'm trying to figure out on my adventures. But wow, this is neat stuff.
The broom is still sweeping the back of the room, and it's moving around, maybe coming to the next set of tiles to sweep them clear.
It seems
I'll go.
being a wizard is very useful.
I'll go look in the what the broom is sweeping up. Is there any cool money or treasure or keys or anything if there's any, stuff in here like that?
Not really. Despite the burn marks, the floor looks like sparkly clean because there's a broom cleaning every single square inch of it.
All right. Well, I'll hand my quarterstaff over to the next person in line and say, "Wow, this emitted some cool sparks. You want to give it a shot? Get a shot?" And if there's no volunteers, I'll just put it back in the weapon rack.
Yeah, the broom is sweeping and it's getting close to you.
Be careful,
Move out of the way.
Being swept away.
Yeah, kind of like a Roomba. It's just doing its way. It's just doing its thing.
Is this a door or a window?
It's a window. Outside, you can see the blue miasma.
Still stuck in the blue stuff. Hey, dragons, do you know what this blue stuff is?
Not fun.
I suppose not. Do you know the way
Got really tired. Couldn't play.
Oh my, that's terrible.
Are you guys going to do anything in the room? Gonna mess with the broom?
Yeah, I'll go over to the broom.
After a sweeps out.
Seth is scared because he just thought he was attacking his thing sparked up, so he doesn't want to touch the broom just yet.
Tried to go over and touch the broom. And check it out.
Is merrily sweeping away, and as you try to touch it, it kind of stops. Well, it's not really a creature, so it can't look startled, but it like snaps to attention, and then the end with the bristles kind of like flips up and tries to whack at you. And it's that time of the day.
Hey, don't disturb the cleaning.
Oh, we
You also,
can never be too careful with the simple object in a wizard's home.
yeah, you can all roll for initiative.
Oh my goodness. Hopefully I roll
As this
better when
room
it
is-
counts.
This broom is not happy of being disturbed of its, cleaning duties.
That's very true. Don't disturb a housewife at work.
Are we missing anyone? I think we're missing one, aren't we?
Yeah, I know there's one way I can add my turn to the order. I'm trying to see.
Who is missing?
Orlo.
Orlo. Okay, let me find you, Orlo. There you go. You can add your whatever you wrote for it too.
Okay, thank you.
Tragna, you're the first to react to this now very aggressive broom. What would you like to do?
Well, it seems to be attacking me, so I just I'll blast it with an Eldritch Blast.
You are right next to it, so it would be a disadvantage.
You know, I'm gonna do Mind Sliver instead.
Okay. What's your DC?
13. I don't know why I did that.
Well, it doesn't really have much of a brain to be affected by any of it. But as far as you can tell, the no-brain part did not prevent the latest part of your spell, I guess, the D4. Anything else for Tragna?
No.
Seth, you have a broom that's walking at you guys.
I'll go up next to it and feel confident since I let out the spark, and I'll use my sword instead and try to hit it, knock it down to the floor with my longsword.
Go for it.
Yeah. He's quick, too quick.
This broom is too quick. It's just sweeping around. And there isn't really any legs for you to hit, to slow it down.
Oh yeah,
It's kind of hard.
Sure, I understand.
Is that everything for you?
Yes, it is.
Akra, there is a angry broom sweeping the room and now sweeping the people in the room. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'll hop in and whack it with my portrait staff. See. I think that only I should hit maybe next.
Yeah, again, the broom is sweeping too wildly for you to actually get a beat on it. Your staff for your club just doesn't connect. Anything else for Akra?
Oh no, I'll stay here and see if I can try again.
Kick. There is an angry broom. What would you like to do?
Gig will take out his small glasses again, put them on top of his trousers, go like, oh, fascinating. A broom that seems like it's angry. Maybe we can cool it down a bit. And then he puts his hand on it and a small icy mist comes out from it.
Frostbite. Nice. Con saving throw. It's a 20.
Damn. Oh well.
This broom is on fire. Or something.
Fire!
Yeah, even with a -1d4, I don't think it'd help.
No. Okay.
I
Who
could
was
not
the
cool
one-
it down. I am very sorry.
Who was the one who touched it? Was it Tragna or Seth? I don't remember.
Seth was too scared to touch it.
Okay.
It's Trogna that went to touch it.
Yeah, this broom is gonna try to sweep you off your feet somehow. With a 12 to hit and a
Does
15
not.
to hit.
Does not.
Yeah, again, you are too quick for this broom to be, swept about. And it's angrily moving towards the next part of its route. If a broom could be angry. Orlo, what would you like to do about the angry broom?
Would Seth get an opportunity attack if he wanted one?
No, unfortunately. Brooms are much like owls, they don't provoke.
Oh, okay. Cool.
They keep things
Animated
clean.
items. Alright. Never know what to expect with a broom. Alright, well, I'm going to circle around and get up close. And you'll see me brandishing a shield and a warhammer. Rolled pretty well with a fierce cry. See a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And looks like 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 9 bludgeoning. There's now some bristles missing on this broom.
And then I'll just kind of hunker down behind my shield and that'll be the end of my turn. That's it for Orlo.
Tragna, what would you like to do to the broom? You can always just get off the room.
What's that?
You can always just get off the room and hope for the best.
Oh,
I'm just going to shoot at it with disadvantage.
This broom declared war.
No necrotic damage.
Yeah, 12 points of damage. As you just hit this broom, it kind of like dissolves into bristles and I guess a quarterstaff or whatever it is, bow staff. And it's disanimated, just lying on the floor.
Oh, what a shame. He was such a useful broom.
That could sweep without being yielded, yeah. Everything changed when the Broom Nation attacked. Let me see if there's anything else in this room. You take a look at, corpse is too strong a word, but at the pieces of broom, and you don't really find anything of value in it. There's a bunch of staffs and darts and daggers if you want to take them, if you think them might help you somehow. But they look pretty mundane. For
I
what's
guess
worth
I could
it,
take some it was daggers and what else? It's not the staffs, but what was the other thing?
Oh, there were some darts.
Oh, the darts, right.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be
4
interesting.
daggers, 4 staffs, and 20 darts on a bandolier.
I think I'll just pick up some of the splitters for kindling.
Now that the excitement of the broom has died off literally, you can see on one of the walls there's some diagrams for fighting instances. For those of you familiar with the use of staffs, they seem to be like for staff users, like how to do the whacking and cracking of the staff.
It's diagrams, right, on the wall.
Yes, like instances of how to yield your staff.
I'll practice a few
Wield your
swings
stuff.
before we go. I'll definitely get a couple whacks in on the mannequin.
Yeah, I don't.
Can I learn something from it? I mean, it didn't go too well when I was wielding my stuff back there.
Yeah, you see some different poses you weren't expecting, like how to whack with the top and then like little arrows and indications on how to reverse it and whack with the butt end of the staff, how to do a low sweep for the legs, that kind of stuff.
I'll practice some of those moves with one of the. Well, I've got a staff.
Yeah, I can. We can practice together.
Sure. Yeah.
Oops, I
Okay.
didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's it for this room. You have one more room and what seems to be like a balcony of sorts or a patio.
This gig that's next to, is that a door?
Yes, there's another door here.
Gig
And-
will knock on the door with his quarter stuff.
Yeah, and
hello.
you imagine this is the reverse of the greenhouse, the arboretum, just a patio of sorts.
Yeah, I want to go out and enjoy myself again.
Oh, are there more flowers?
I don't know. Let's go out and look.
Yeah.
There's another door to the sort of outside.
Yeah, you look in it. It's just a patio. There's some nicely weathered flagstones on the for the flooring, and as soon as the what's it called, the balcony fence, I forgot the word now, the rail, yes, thank you very much. As soon as the rail ends, all you can see is this blue mist covering stuff.
I'll walk out to the balcony anyway and just see what's out here.
Yeah, you look out, you kind of smell the bit of the miasma. It doesn't smell great. You don't feel great for a few seconds. You have the distinct impression that smelling this stuff is not good for you because it's neither material plane nor this particular mansion. So not really good for you unless you belong into the ethereal plane.
All right. Well, I guess if there's nothing else interesting. No.
There's not much to see there other than the blue miasma.
All right. I'll go back inside.
Is anyone opening this door? I kind of opening it.
Sure.
I jumped the gun.
What? Other people. Go ahead.
What you see peeking inside is just tall shelves filled with books lining the wall in this room. You can see 2 standing up shelves that are running through the middle of it. In the middle aisle, there's books stacked high in a pile pretty much everywhere in the room. There are a few small reading desks with cozy scarlet chairs in the corners. And again, as you look at the books, a cursory glance can tell you that most of these books, if not all of them, are authored by Fistandia.
She spends a lot of time here writing books, that's for sure.
I'll look
Uh,
around and see if there's any weird books with the spine not labeled except for a letter.
yes, give me perception checks, whoever is entering the room.
Nat 20, baby.
Okay. So before you move in the room, where are you guys when you entered it? Is Stragna standing where she is now?
Yeah.
Okay. So who rolled the nat 20? Was it Orlo?
Yes.
Orlo, you take a look at this room. There's a few things that jump at you. You can see in one of the desks there is this fine jeweled, kind of slender dagger. On a second thought, you think this is like a very ornate letter opener. Might be worth some dough. You also see standing in one of the bookshelves, again, very prominent, a book with a single golden letter on its spine, the letter R.
Okay,
And
I'll let everybody know,
as
and
soon-
I don't have too much need for finery such as that, and I have enough gold in my coffers at home. Part of me thinks we may be a little wary on what we take from here. This Vistandia lady does seem to be have a good reputation from what we hear. That being said, I do see another one of those books over there with a letter on it. Look a little closer. Perhaps we could see what the letter is.
Another thing you can see, kind of distinctively, is that on this corner of the room, there's some dust that hasn't been swept in a while, and I need Gik to do me a deck save.
Oh no.
Oh, poor old kobold. Oh, my.
Yeah, you are very much capable of seeing this bookshelf, probably because you're not paying attention to the other things. You just see this bookshelf that is freestanding, is no longer freestanding, is kind of free tipping towards you, and you manage to get out of the way. And some of the books on the corner kind of seem like to swirl into some sort of form. And it's again that time of the day. Roll for initiative.
Well, at least we haven't met any trolls yet.
Because there's no bridges, that's why.
You have a point there.
Do you mind adding me a turn again?
There we go.
Thank you.
You could just have an empty character sheet with putting your initiative modifiers in.
Yeah, there is a character sheet for Orlo.
Yeah, I'll have to get it on there.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
thought there was an easy way to do it just by clicking.
Old Kobold still very sprite. Okay, so let me order the Kick. Unsurprisingly, you're the first to react to this mean books.
Oh
They
no.
seem to be like swirling in place.
Books. Don't destroy. Don't want to destroy the books.
A dilemma.
Maybe you can cool them down like you tried with the broom.
Maybe they won't take damage from that.
Frostbite, Constitution save. A 16.
Damn. Oh well.
Books are buff. Is there everything for Gik?
Kiki will try and move away. He's a bit conflicted being so close to books attacking him.
Yeah, apparently the reach of books is not very good, so they don't really try to, I don't know, slam you or whatever books do.
Book club.
You could join the book club. Just go in. Accra. There's some weird floating books in an oddly, you know, pattern.
Yeah.
They
So,
seem to just have pushed the bookshelf trying to crush Gekik. What would you like to do?
I'll step forward and thunder is wizardry-ish, so maybe that works against them. Let me try this. Why didn't come
Ooh, Thunderwave.
check that it was going to come as an attack?
Constitution save. A 3. Roll your damage. They're taking it.
Come on then. Oh, roll 20 is buggy again.
Yeah, it seemed to be very slow for me too. 9.
Oh, that was quite good actually. Well, average.
Yeah, there isn't really much space for the books to go, but you see some of the books just kind of scattering and flying away as this thing is just pushed over there.
I hope they don't take too much damage. Kikek will be sorry. Okay. I'll step here then to make more.
Orlo, there's a bunch of animated paper over there. What would you like to do?
Okay, so Warhammer at the ready, and first going to use a slot and bonus action. You see me just kind of hold my Warhammer out and kind of like a roar filled with power as I'll activate my Wrathful Smite and then stride over and see what I can do with it. I am rolling good when it counts. So 24.
Yeah, man, these books are not wearing plates. You hit them.
There's one thing I do well is hit, I guess, or take hits. All the other stuff, not so well. But looks like only 9. Nope, 8. 8 bludgeoning damage. And then actually, since I did my Wrathful Smite, he'll take an additional 4 psychic damage if he does. So that'll be 12 total. And then he needs to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
It turns out books don't really have brains, so psychic doesn't seem to work on them.
Okay. And then I guess he would still take the wisdom save. May not matter. I guess we'll see. But my DC is 12.
14.
Okay, so he's good. And that's it for Orlo. Just kind of hunkering down behind the shield again. And you see me just kind of like chest heaving in battle mode, and kind of a little bit of a glow around my hammer.
Tragna, what would you like to do about this angry pamphlets? Of course.
Nice.
So that's 9.
It's bludgeoning and force, right?
Yes. All magical.
You kind of just scatter the books and they stop flying around, just down to the floor.
And I'm seeing a pattern here with books and stuff. It seems to me that some of the books we might be finding are these books. A lot of these books seems to be having just the one letters on it.
Yeah, so far you guys have found R and I, correct?
I think
Correct.
If someone could take notes of that for me, that would be appreciated so I don't give away anything if I try to
Sure.
recall them.
I'll make a note of that.
Again, in this room, you find the book with the golden letter on its spine, a single letter. And Gekik also saw a nice dagger that's more like a book opener than anything, or a letter opener, sorry.
Now we could. I'm poor new adventurer. I'll pocket. I'll grab the dagger.
Yeah, to the right buyer, that might be worth maybe 20 gold.
I just realized I was muted. I said that Geek ran over to see if the books have taken damage.
The books look okay-ish. No one has set them on fire, so they look okay. They are just not animated anymore.
But the books are fine.
Just some regular shelfware, you know.
You can get one of them, maybe peruse, see what it's about. It's about creating constructs. And that's all you guys managed to find in this room. A dead bunch of books and a dagger.
Geek starts putting the books back on the shelves.
I'd like to look for more of those runes on the wall that would give the passwords.
Yeah, the book Gik found with the letter R is the only one that stands out. The others just have regular spines with names and the author names. Most of them say Fistandia as the author.
Have we opened all the doors in this level?
Yes, you have. There is one more door to the patio that you could open for the library, but you've been there.
Oh, that's the library. Where we
Yes,
started,
guys.
right?
This is the library where you guys were last.
So
The room
Rolo
next
will
to
leave
it?
the room, and he'll kind of go back in front of the very first room we explored, and when everybody is
Yes.
ready, of course, he'll
This
kind of propose
one,
like which level we should go to next. For the upstairs or down, it looks like.
the first one you have been to was a study more than a library. This one is just a library.
The one we were just in?
Yeah, the last one you have been in is a library. It's a lot of books. The one you first entered was a study. Like there were some books and some things that were not books that you could pull like a lever or a button of sorts. But it was more like a study. Get a book and go read it in there. And you found a secret door to the back that goes downstairs and a regular upstairs stairs.
Any preferences?
Let's go up a level.
I'll walk down toward the stairs up.
Okay, let me get you guys information and I can move you. Please stop moving for a second. Let me get you.
Can I jump up and down?
There you go. You arrive at the top of the stairs. Accra, you can see, looking up,
Oh no, no trolls, no trolls.
you can see in between some of the boards on the ceiling, there's some light filtering out. You're not quite sure what it's coming from, but it's definitely something that you could explore on the ceiling. Some of the boards look loose enough for you to break through or move them. If you can reach them, I don't know if you can.
I can jump up and reach anything.
Oh yes, rabbits. As another things you can see in this room is also a suit of armor that's holding a long sword and a shield. There is a window, and again, if you look out, all you can see is just the blue miasma. Yeah, that's about it. Accra spotted either loose boards or maybe some sort of passage.
Guys, there's a hole in the roof.
if you jump up there, do you catch it? Is it or is it like you could just barely reach it?
Yeah, how high is it?
It's about 10 feet high. 10 feet high.
So I'm like 8 feet tall, almost. I could probably give you a little
Yeah.
bit of a boost.
Yeah, you could probably just raise your arms and kind of like reach it. It's not particularly tall. It's not like a regular building.
Actually, this is really bad because the rules are all about how far you can jump. What if I want to jump right up?
You can jump. I guess you have some ratio features for that, but you can jump your strength modifier. Yeah, you can jump much more than that. Yeah, it takes you maybe a couple of hops, but you get enough of the boards moved that you can see a sort of way into the roof, or what would be the attic if there was anything in there.
So there's not this just this blue stuff.
The blue stuff is out of the window. The roof is still within the magic mansion.
Did you open it, Accra? And go in or anything?
Yeah,
or just...
I slid it a bit aside so we can maybe climb up if you wanted to.
Yeah. Right from this room, you can see two doors and a window, and there's a suit of armor. There's a door to your left next to Tragna, and a door to your right next to Accra.
I suppose we could check the doors first and then climb up on the roof if you don't find the password.
Sure.
It's hidden in the attic.
Oh, the suit of armor, I was covering it. That's the suit of armor there?
Yes, there's a suit of armor with a long sword and a shield.
Worrisome. Well, other things have animated here. We're a little
Why not? Yeah. Give me, I don't know what would the appropriate check, maybe an investigation or a perception. If any of you is proficient with smith's tools, you get advantage. Yes, Seth. You see a suit of armor with a sword and a shield. Maybe animated, maybe not.
I'm convinced it's not.
Careful, don't poke it too much.
No.
Anybody else would like to try, or that's it?
I'd rather be a bit careful around them, really.
Okay, Orlo, you are also looking at this. The suit of armor looks very shiny.
Hey guys, this armor, don't you think it's pretty shiny?
Well, be careful!
Shiny stuff equals magic plate mail, doesn't it? I rolled a 6, so
Into your one, sure.
You are convinced this is a +3 plate mail, yes. Of everything resistance. Okay.
Does seem to be a pretty fine make. I'm wearing some plate myself, so I'm kind of comparing. I'm like, it's pretty nice.
It looks very shiny, extremely shiny. And are you getting close to it, examining it? That is Orlo, right? I do not remember all your voices.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be getting too close to it.
Yes, you look at it, and it looks shiny, and you kind of like looking around it. And then you see the plate, or the quote-unquote plate. It looks pretty much made in Chult. It's very thin and for show only. You get a feeling that the sheer weight of the whole set is probably bending the armor a little, because this is not for wear.
This is no suit of armor of a warrior. But it doesn't look like it's gonna come to life and attack us either. So that's probably good.
I thought for sure that was coming.
I thought the same thing when I was reading the description, yeah. So you have two doors, and a door and a roof to explore, I guess.
I'll push open the door down. Seth will push open the door down on the left side.
So Acra is up in the attic area or whatever
Ah,
that is up there
uh,
in the
I
roof.
was saving them for later.
You open the door, and you can see that most of this room is taken up by long wooden tables, full of, alchemical glass stuff and instruments and similar things, colorful globes. And as you look on one of the walls that is not covered in shelves, you see maybe a map of sorts.
Oh, is it a map of the way out of here?
Yeah, like here, there is a map, and you see some dots on it, some chunkier dots, and a very big globe drawn in the center of it. You guys in the room can all give me insight. I don't suppose any of you is a whatever stars druid, are you?
I'm Druid of Dreams.
Okay, let's see those insights.
I didn't
Acra,
double click, but I suppose the first one counts.
yes. Acra and Gikik. And Tragna, sorry, I missed the first one. You guys are all looking at this and you are convinced this is not really a map, it's more a star chart. You see the big globe in the center that must be the sun. And you see those small dots and the chunkier dots, you think those might have some significance, like big stars marked in this chart. The cabinets, if you go looking for it, they will have like spell components, ingredients, skull, bones, pieces of animals, rocks, minerals, dried plants, jars, things floating in liquid, measuring devices, glassware, and all sorts of equipment for a wizard slash alchemist slash, I don't know, scientist.
So, any books with one golden letter on the back?
Yes, you see
Oh.
on one of the shelves as you are just going over a book with a golden letter T on the spine and nothing else. I mean, there's a bunch of other books, but this book has only the one letter on the spine.
All right. Did we take? We took the others. Did somebody have them with us?
Yeah, you definitely are welcome to take them if you want.
So we have R, T, and I.
Yep.
And you have a door right next to Seth.
All right. Seth will open this door.
Crit. Whoop whoop.
We didn't. Yeah. We looked around
You-
all the cabinets, and that's where we found all the different
Yes.
supplies. Okay.
Yes.
No book handle lever things.
You don't find any particularly mechanical books, so to speak. Just regular books, mostly on the subjects of natural sciences and natural creatures and such. As Seth opens the door, you see, well, not very much. It's a very dark room. And it's, as soon as Seth kind of like is appraising the room and looks up, he can see kind of like the night sky. You can see some telescopes on the ground, on the room, on the floors, I should say, because the ground is downstairs. There's 5 telescopes. In the middle of this space, there is a 1-foot diameter sphere of clear crystal, sitting in a circular brass stand.
Sitting what in a circular
Brass stand.
Oh,
Like you would see a globe, but this one is a pure crystal.
all right. I'll have a closer look at it. I won't touch it, but I'll have a. Can I look at it? peer into the
Yes.
crystal?
You can look at the crystal. It's kind of emitting some light, but not enough to ruin the illusion of the night on the ceiling.
Huh.
You're again looking up. You can see the night sky. It looks pretty convincing. You can't see. It looks weird as you look at the ceiling, and the wall seems to disappear into the distance. Like you don't really see the walls. If you touch them, you can still feel them, but it's a pretty convincing illusion.
Hey, where did you guys go?
And Accra, as you get in, you kinda scratch your rabbit head and remember the chart on the previous room.
Yeah, I want to see the stars also.
Yes, and you again think a little, and you recognize the 5 chunkier stars on the chart, and you can see them here. And you remember there's 5 marked stars, and you have 5 telescopes. Do with that what you will.
I want to look at them, of course.
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Well, I'll point each of the telescopes at each of the 5 stars, of course.
Yes, you can do that. As you align the telescopes,
Look, guys, this is so pretty.
it is very pretty.
I'm very excited to see what Akra's doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can look at
come and look at the stars.
you can look at the telescopes, and when you look at them, it's like a very convincing illusion that you are looking at an actual star on a night sky. And as Accra finishes aligning them, you in the room, so Seth and Accra, you hear a click, and something seems to, slide in the back of the room. It's again a very convincing illusion. You probably cannot see the room beyond, but you know something open over there.
What do you mean?
I'll feel the walls. See if
Yeah, so this room is under a very potent illusion of a night sky. You can't see much other than the door open on the back, and you know there's a door somewhere else. You can easily find it. It's not hard. It's just hard to see.
Are you saying the stars are not real?
The stars are not real. It was an impressive illusion that
Oh.
put this tiny room to be like a planetarium of sorts. And there's a door at the back. You heard it open, but you're gonna have to, pat around and feel it.
I'll,
Is this
pat,
it?
I'll pat around and feel it. And
It's not this opening here?
It's this opening here, yes. It's not hidden or anything anymore, but it's just this room is not really made for you to look outside of it or to be able to see anything. As you find the door, you get just your head through the illusion, the limit of the illusion. You see a kind of a bare room. There is a bookshelf covered in chains against one of the walls. And there's a plain wooden bench and a reading desk just next to the shelves. There's a shelf, and then there's a small desk built into it. And you can see resting on this reading desk a book with the bust of a mage drawn on its front.
Is that maybe
Fistandia.
Most likely, you can see, as I can see, you're going around the room. You can see on the side of the book, on the spine, a single letter in golden filigree, L.
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 Oh, no crit.
As the two of you are perusing or maybe looking at the chained books, you can see
weird.
they're about sciences, arcane arts, alchemy, planar traveling, just judging by the tiles on the spines, and all of them are affixed to the bookshelf with chains. Let me see if I can find you a picture.
Like it's the restricted magic section or something.
This ain't Strixhaven.
Like that. Can you see it?
Well,
Yeah.
we can get a link to it.
I should have put it on a handout, sorry. Every and each book is literally chained to the shelf. Like there is a
You're
chain on
older,
the
wise.
spine.
Maybe you should look at this.
You're calling
Ex-
old.
Except for the book on the reading desk that's not chained. All the other books are chained.
I said your voice.
Well, there must be
You're
some
very
reason
good.
these books have been chained here. Kiki goes to investigate.
Do me an investigation roll or perception. Ken, you're looking at these books. They seem to be about assorted wizardly subjects, planar travel, arcane magic, blah, blah, blah. One of them seems to draw your attention in particular that's kind of like dissonant with the rest of the thing. It says on the spine, martial attack techniques.
I'll look and then who was it? Who was it attacked with the water stuff? The big sparks.
Oh, Seth did that.
So maybe something in here was why that makes sparks. Wait, what the thing you did?
Martial attack techniques. This is chained up.
Every single book, except the one on the reading desk, has a chain affixed on the spine that is tying it to the shelf.
So, yeah, if Gikik is pointing this out, I'll go ahead.
I just
Were you
I am.
I see. Yeah, I'll carefully pick it up, so I don't want to, try to force the chain off the to break it or anything. But I'll see if I can lift the book out of the bookshelf and see what it says. That's Seth.
You get there, and as you are reaching for the book, you see all the chains start rattling and waving, and again, it's that time of the day.
I thought you say they may not be combat.
You go touching the forbidden books.
Careful not to hurt the books.
It looks.
Well, we could just leave. You want to back out?
Is it actually supposed to be as much dark around it as it is?
Yes, there's no light source in this room, and the previous room is pretty dark.
Right, so I need to get some. Don't we have that drift globe with us though?
Oh yes, you brought one. I am pretty sure I have a torch somewhere that would work for it.
How long?
Did it work for you?
Yes, I can see a lot more now. Thanks.
Akra, you
Yeah,
are the first to see this pile of books start rattling.
There's no way I can do the same thunder thing with them that I did with the others. So I am a bit worried about what I should do, but I suppose I can whack them with my stick again, just because. Yes, maybe. I've learned those new tricks, but they didn't work very well. We need to practice more.
Yeah, the books are just flaying wildly, trying to strain from the shelf, and it's really hard to hit them. Anything else for Akra?
No, it's crowded in here, so I'll just stay.
Seth, the book
I'll-
you're trying to pick up is just trying to pick you up back.
I'll try to smash it back into the shelf with my longsword.
Go for it. It is very effective. You hit a bunch of books and maybe you break some chains. There seems to be less of them now, or fewer.
All right. And Seth will be done. It is crowded.
Orlo, there's some, again, angry books. Seems to be a running theme with this wizard. What would you like to do about it?
Alrighty. I'll be okay to stand there.
Yep.
Okay. And as before, I'll kind of let out a little bit of a scream of rage, and you'll see my hammer kind of light up a little bit with the Wrathful Smite, and that'll be a 18 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
And then it'll need to make a wisdom save if that applies. Or let's see. So it'll be 2 psychic damage if that'll do anything, and then 5 bludgeoning, and then the
Well, books
wisdom.
should be brainy, right?
Yeah, you don't think this book has enough brains to
Yeah.
be affected by psychic. But does take, 5 bludgeoning?
Yep.
Can you repeat that? How much bludgeoning?
That's right. Yeah.
5, right?
Yep. And then
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. So it could take a wisdom save. I guess it could matter, but
15 on the wisdom, and it does not really take psychic.
okay, all good. Yeah, if it fails, it would be frightened, which it might be immune to, but hey, it's there. That'll be it for Orla.
Yeah, you smack some of the books out of the air, and they're just like hanging limply on the chains to the desk or to the shelf. Gik.
Yes. Kick will like drop to his knees. No, not more damage to the books. Why? Why? Please, no more, no more.
Oh, I love it.
Well, they mean to do damage to you.
Nice. Nice. Well done.
Hit the cabinet.
It's now the book's turn. They're like flaying wildly at the end of their chains, and they're reaching towards. Go back. Yes, thank you very much. They're reaching towards Seth, and some books and chains try to smack you in the face, Seth,
Sure.
for a 7 and another 7. I guess neither of those hits.
I was standing just outside of the chain length.
Yeah, you're just dodging the books. They're kind of like impeded by the chains. They're just like straining, like ding, and do not really hit you. Tragna.
Ooh.
10 will miss, unfortunately.
You had advantage.
Oh, a 24 will hit then. Very nice. For 9 points of force and bludgeoning.
I think you're muted.
Yeah, I was about to say that. You're muted if you're saying anything.
Jason, you're muted if you're saying anything.
No, my internet was cutting out. Does a 10 hit it?
You had advantage because of the Grovel, so a 24 does hit it. Because just cancel each other out. So 9 points in total, correct?
Correct. Magical. Force and bludgeoning.
Yep. It's just immune to poison and psychic. Everything else seems to work just fine.
That'll end my turn.
Akra.
Okay.
Angry books again.
Yeah, let's try another one of those moves.
A 9 is a miss.
Advantage.
Oh yeah, right.
True. Keep forgetting.
All attack.
Yes, until the start of his next
Oh.
turn.
I thought it was only the next one.
All allies were
Yeah,
10
that
There you
hits.
go. Now it worked.
For 8 points of bludgeoning.
I gotta practice those moves some more.
A few more books kinda hang limply from their chains. Some of them fell to the ground with broken chains. Is that everything for Akra? Is that everything for you, Samira?
Yes.
Okay, Seth. Your greatest foe is right there. The evil books. What you gonna do about it?
I'll try to do what I did last time. So
Yes, 16 hits it. For 8 slashing, as you just chop off a few more of the chains and the books just kind of flop to the ground. There aren't many books left. At least.
reaction to catch the books.
There's not many books left trying to slam in your face, but there's still a few more to go. Is that everything for Seth?
Yes, that is everything. Yep.
Orlo.
Alrighty, nothing to do but try to hit it with this hammer again. Looks like a 16.
A 16 will hit.
Alright. So that'll be 12 bludgeoning, and then I guess the other stuff isn't really going to matter too much.
Yeah, that it had 11 hit points.
Oh, cool. So
and you just kind of like...
Yeah, one of the chains coming out at me with maybe it's the martial attack technique book, and that's the one I had the eye on.
Definitely.
As it comes out, I just hit it as hard as I can with the with my warhammer swinging down, and maybe just sever the chain. Boom, and it goes ricocheting off the wall.
You definitely severed the one that says martial art techniques, and it flops on the ground, and the whole thing. Collapses is too strong a term. They just, flop at the end of their chains. The one's still there. And you can see this martial arts techniques book. It still has a very good length of chain attached. And it seems to be appealing to the arcane characters around it. Like it has some sort of magic in it.
I'll kind of laugh at it first and be like, ha ha ha, reading books. I showed you a martial technique.
Yeah, if any of you pick up, you can be pretty sure it works as something else, like this.
Oh,
book on a chain.
It's a +1 flail.
Oh, hilarious.
Can I just have that?
That's amazing.
Some character
image.
would need that.
Oh, yes, I do love the image.
You can now bid them by the book.
Did you make that image?
I did.
Really?
You did?
Just for my own games?
Cool.
Yeah, there's no image for it on the module.
I have heard of this item before, but I haven't been able to find an image. So can I steal that for my own games?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, heck yeah.
That's
Thank
awesome.
Oh, yeah.
For what's worth, the book and the chain is the book that we're actually talking about, The Joy of Extra Dimensional Spaces. And that's the one you just picked up from the desk, incidentally. Okay, so you guys racked the books. You got one more clue to your way out.
LIRT. Okay.
Rilt. I don't know. I think we may be missing.
I thought it was circle until that T came around.
Trill.
Whenever you guys would like to take a bio break, just let me know. There is no C.
Yeah, we have
That was someone trying to make it say crit. There's no C.
Oh, that may have been me.
Fourth wall.
I wouldn't mind like maybe a quick
Yeah,
bio break or something.
Okay,
5
I'm in the
minutes.
restroom
Come
real
back on the 30 minutes past.
Okay.
Cheers.
Thanks. See you in a bit.
Who are we missing? No one. Great. Okay. So after you defeat the animated chained books, you got another clue, and you have more rooms to go if you want.
Are there more doors in there?
There was one door to the right of the stairway you came from.
Oh, right, yeah, but not in the...
No, not there.
Okay, so we'll leave Gekik there for a few minutes then and go in.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, where did my... where did drift... Okay, I'll just light a torch.
Oh, the site.
Oh, wait, I can't carry a torch. Carry my stuff. Oh.
Yeah, the lower rooms are supposed to be illuminated. These ones are not. I can move the torch for you if you can't control it. I'm not sure if you can.
Yeah, thing is, I don't have a hand to carry the torch.
Well, one of you has the drift globe in tow. It should be providing some light.
Who was picking that down? Was it Tragna?
I think I picked it up.
Right.
Does it float? I can't remember what it. Oh, it hovers.
Yeah.
It follows you at 60 feet, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. 60 feet. And if it causes it to emanate light or daylight spell. So I think we'd just be making it produce light. Generally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, it's a hovering lamp.
Yeah.
Okay, you see before you a corridor with two doors, one at the end and one to the side. Which one would you like to open? You can also go downstairs if that's what you want to do.
I don't know. Nobody cares. I'll open the end one.
And one it is.
Kitty.
Okay. Yes, you see a cat at the end.
Is it the
This is a very airy bedroom. There is a bed with a canopy. There's a jug, a wash basin. There's a fluffy black cat napping on one easy chair. One wall is covered with a large painting of a gold dragon perched heroically on a mountaintop. And you see the kitty. As you enter the room, the cat jumps down from the easy chair and goes towards some of you.
Does it appear to be the same cat we saw before?
No, it's a different one.
I'll reach down like somewhat awkwardly and be like, I don't have a lot of experience with these, and try to give it a little pet.
Oh, it's fine. It won't bite.
To me, an animal handling.
Maybe.
Oh, hey, I got lucky because I don't think I have anything. Actually, I do. I'm pretty good at that, apparently. 22.
You pet the cat, it's just like purring.
Let it up onto my arm and start to pet it. It's like so small in my huge frame, and I'm like, well, it's normally like wolves and things like that, but this works too.
Any books on the nightstand?
Yes, as the cat is like kind of bonking Orlo with its head, asking for something. Akra, you can see on one of the stands a book with a single golden letter on the spine, the letter E. You all can also see a door towards the right, in kind of the middle of the room.
So I realize I probably smell like knucklehead trout, and that's probably what's attracting the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, they had that as well where the last place that I were.
You've seen the source of food here. It's vegetables. The cat's definitely hurting for something else.
Those homunculi killing the cats. So-
No symbols on the walls or.
You don't see anything other than the lavish bedroom and a book. Again, The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces with the letter E on the spine.
And let me guess, a window out to the blue stuff.
It's a door, actually, not a window.
Oh, does it go out to the blue stuff?
It opens into a balcony, which you guessed. There's the blue stuff.
Oh, more blue.
It leads into a wrought iron balcony with slate flagstones. If you kind of look over the railing, you can see the flowers and the bushes and the small trees on the greenhouse down below.
Oh.
And right off the balcony of like a few feet, you can see the blue fog mist miasma just engulfing it all.
Strange place.
There's no books in the balcony.
All right.
I've just been in here petting the cat.
Yeah, let's go.
You can come with me
Oh,
if you
yeah.
want, little friend, but I gotta move on. I'm sorry.
Cat's gonna jump from your lap into your shoulders and just kind of balance himself up there.
Black cat on your shoulder, isn't that a song?
Alright, we got our sixth
would you
party
like-
member, guys.
Would you like to open the door to the south in the middle of the hallway?
Hello.
You see a small room, and each corner of this kind of pleasant parlor has a scarlet armchair and a reading table piled high with books. There is a very nice fire going on the hearth, on the fireplace. You can see atop the fireplace a pair of very shiny swords and the stuffed and mounted heads of various animals are lining the walls. As you kind of look at the books, Gik, you can see they're mostly about natural animals and natural sciences, I guess, describing the biology of deers, this psychology of wolf packs, that sort of thing. Yes, those are what the books are concerned about: natural animals and things. And again, there's a fireplace with a nice glowing fire, which, as Akron Seth seems to get close, does not seem to give out heat. And atop it on the mantle are two shining swords.
This is strange.
Our shining sword's gonna attack us next.
No one-letter books.
On one of the chairs and the small reading tables, you can see one book, The Joy of Extra-Dimensional Spaces, with a single letter Y in golden filigree on its spine.
Well, why not, huh? Something seems a little fishy, but we do need the book.
Oh, can I look at that book? It looks. Are animals the same here as in the Feywild?
You can look at the books. Bundled together, you get another section about boars, giant boars, and all sorts of boars and pigs. There's another section about birds.
So I don't want to poke in the fire, but I'll look at it a little more closely, or get close to it, and it's not releasing heat, huh?
No, it's not, and you don't really see any wood or embers or any sort of fuel in the fireplace, you kind of like reach with your hand, and it looks so real, but you don't really feel heat. Might be some sort of spell, like a continual flame or some illusion.
Wizards.
Yeah. Should we leave it alone, or anybody feel like feeling inside that flame? See if there's the hidden treasure that's always in a fireplace.
Well, it's not good for cooking anyway, is it?
Sure, why not?
And you did say there was
I have
the Y book.
Yes, a
Yeah,
book
it was
with
good.
a single Y letter on the
Scoop
spine.
that up. So-
I can, with investigation, I can snuff out a small campfire. I'm gonna try to do that. To go like, shush, a little small clap.
It doesn't seem to work. It's not a campfire.
Again.
You're trying very hard, kind of like scratching your head. Why isn't this working? It should be working. But it doesn't seem to be an actual fire.
It's a bit with this.
Maybe if you feed a book to the fire, who knows?
Poor kobold.
I am very old.
We don't need a
He's
heart
probably got a
attack.
weak heart and everything. Is this a door behind the armor, or is that a window?
It's a window. You can see outside and again the blue stuff.
So I guess going up is an except then if you're not doing a barbecue on the cold fire.
Yeah, is anyone taking the Y book?
Oh yes.
Yes,
Yeah, well,
I'll take the Y book.
Who is taking the book?
I mean, Akra
I'll scoop
probably
it up,
grabs
I
it.
guess.
Oh, I'll
Yeah.
look for it.
As you pocket the book and you try to go out of the room, you know, the shiny swords, they do stuff that swords don't usually do, like come flying at you.
Shink.
And again, it's that time of the day.
Dude, my
I was very deliberately not touching those words.
I put myself back in because it sounded like we couldn't get out of the room or something.
Yeah, whoever is carrying the book, as soon as you try to step through the door, the swords are going to do swordy stuff.
So was that Set or Akra that got to hold?
I'm not sure who took it. I thought somebody said they were going to take it, but if they didn't, I would have taken it. That's
I had
Dan.
said earlier, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter, I guess. Either way.
If any of you think you would be outside of the room before the sword is the swords animate, that's fine.
I probably would have been in there because I was right next to the fireplace.
Yeah. As soon as the swords kind of like leave the mantle, the cat just goes and bugs off.
Oh man. Another friend has left me.
Tragna is the first one to react to this sword menace.
I'm sorry, I didn't make it in. I thought I'd clicked my thing already. Seth. Sorry about that.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry. 16.
No, I guess I.
There we go.
I was-
Sometimes the click just don't go through.
17 hits, and yes, your Eldritch Blast seems to be working on well. Which one of the two are you hitting?
The first one that's closest to me.
Okay, the right side one, right? Yeah, as your blast hits it, it kind of like bends a little, doesn't look great for a sword. Is that everything for Tragna?
Yep.
Kick. There's some book defenders here, apparently.
Well, they're not books. Gig looks a bit and then he puts a hand on Seth. That did not go well.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then he says, I am sure Bahamut will look over you.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you.
Oh, and I still have an action. Huh?
Yeah, I can still do a cantrip.
And then I will try and freeze that one.
Con save. 12.
Hooray!
Nice. As your ray of frost kind of like freezes it in place before it even properly left the mantle.
It has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
It does not have disadvantage. It does not have a next attack roll. It had 5 hit points.
Oh, perfect.
That everything?
Yes.
Seth, there is a sword intent on defending the book.
Seth feels confident after Gikik's blessing, and will step forward and take on the sword. Oh,
Yeah, sword against sword. The sword that's not in a hand seems to be taking the better of it. You
Yes.
kind of miss it.
I hang my head in shame a little bit, but
Akra.
Yeah, someone stepped where I could have turned away.
Oh. Sorry.
But then again, got rid of the other one of them, so suppose I'll just step over here and try one of those moves again.
The rabbit. Yes. You smack the sword, and again it seems bent out of shape.
Look at those moves, guys! They work!
It's kind of look like a nail now. You hit it in the middle, and then it's not looking great. Is that everything for Akra?
Yes, thanks.
Well, this bent sword is, one would say, hell-bent on walking you back. It kind of flies towards Akra for a 20 to hit
Oh dear.
for 7 points of slashing.
That hurt, you know?
Who knew? Words hurt and swords do too. Orlo, you just seen this animated piece of metal try to end Akra. What would you like to do?
It would be
You
okay
are
if I
mute,
moved right
sis?
there.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool. So with that, I will just jump forward and keep it pretty simple with a hammer strike. And looking at a 19.
Yeah, it hits.
Nothing special this time. Only 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's one more than you needed.
Okay, I'll be trying to swat it out of the sky.
Yes.
I guess it feels like.
Yeah, you just hit this L-shaped sword now, which is now more like a U-shaped sword, and it just falls to the floor. You look at your feet, you see flames coming up your armor. Doesn't feel hot. And that's the end of the combat.
It doesn't feel hot. That's lucky.
Yeah, the fireplace does not give out heat at all. Or burn you, for that matters.
Gig walks over to Akra and goes like, excuse me. Do you want me to do something about that? And point at your wound.
Thank you. I mean, it's not that bad. It only hit me once.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Sure, but better keep your healing if we can come out for a troll or something, you know.
And he rummages in his robe and goes like, I also have one of these, and pulls out a potion.
No, that's fine. When you remind me, I actually have one of those myself. I got it from a nice lady with the those small creatures in that snowy place.
Stuffs into the rope again.
But then
Okay.
again, I can just use one of my spells for now and can.
If you don't mind, I could lend you a hand as well. I do have some lay on hands. I haven't used it at all, really.
Yeah, I'm almost full now, actually. So, I mean, it wasn't that bad. I'm worried about that troll. Let's not overspend ourselves.
Just let me know.
Sure, thanks. Can I take the book outside now?
So
Yes,
we
you
have
can.
quite a few letters.
Yeah.
You have explored everything up top, and whoever wants to think about the structure of the mansion can give me a insight if you feel like it. Tragna and Gik and Akra, I guess. Just Seth and Orlo are not really in tune with the mansion, but you three think that this mansion might be sectioned out. Like on the ground floor, you saw a bunch of libraries and living space. Up here, there was laboratories with natural things. You kind of surmise the whatever other parts of the mansion you found might hold like unnatural things.
Like trolls?
Possibly, probably, maybe. And
We just have the down below basement wise that we didn't look at, right?
yes, you've
Yeah,
explored the ground and the first floor, and you found a secret entrance to the floors, or to what seems to be the basement.
Oh, I think that was the last place we haven't explored yet, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want me to move you guys there?
I was thinking we should check the roof first.
Oh, the roof.
Oh, yes.
Right.
You also find a sort of entrance over there on the corner.
I mean, maybe Orlo, if I can stand on his shoulders, I'll can easily climb up there and fasten a rope for you guys to get up.
Now, of course.
Yep. You can get on the roof, and you look the source of light you saw before, like the little shine, and it seems to be coming from all the way to the left. As you can see, you think a little, think of the disposition of the rooms. The two rooms to your left, immediate to the left, are pretty dark because of the planetarium type of thing. And you can see a light on where you guys had the chained library. Maybe some, not floorboards, some ceiling planks could be moved over there to make an entrance. So it's basically a shortcut, so you don't have to go through the planetarium. You can just go to the library.
Ah, okay.
Gotcha.
All right, nothing to see here, guys. Move on, move on.
So down, deep down.
I'll go last, thank you.
Okay, let me get you guys in line, and then I can move you. And now you can position yourselves which way you want. This was kind of cramped. You see a corridor, a door right in front of you. You see obviously the stairs behind you. And Gik, as you kind of move around, you see another door down that corridor you are going in. Which way would you like to go?
Hello?
No one hellos back.
Opens the door slowly.
Oh, we're certainly not going to surprise anyone.
Why, is it someone's birthday?
You open the door, and the first thing that hits you is just the smell of chemicals. You see long wooden tables that's stretching across the room. They have vials, beakers, flasks, burners, every sort of liquid powder. You see again more books stacked around. You see some paper charts and plastered to the wall, and kind of like blackboards or whiteboards full of formulas that are attached to the walls. Yeah, Kick. You are arcanely inclined, aren't you?
I have proficiency.
Yeah, you can give me a intelligence check, or sorry, an arcana check.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Can I use my inspiration?
of course you can. Go for
Hooray.
it.
I know it. You should have to do it before.
I can't give you more unless you use it. Yes,
Oh, pretty.
you know all about it. You. It's not really within your purview, I don't think, but you understand enough about these things that these materials components seem to be what wizards sometimes use to make assistants, sorry, like a homunculi. And well, there are two upstairs, and maybe you find some notes about homunculi creation on the books in there, and you understand enough to know that a homunculus is kind of bound to its wizard, like so bound and stuff, and there can only be one per wizard, and if the wizard dies, the homunculus also dies. Besides all that arcane information you just gleaned, you look at these vials and all this crap on top of the table, and may not be valuable to you, but someone would pay good money for it, maybe 50 gold for the whole set of ingredients you can gather from here. And again, Akra, I guess you are on the lookout as always. You spot another book
And ruins.
that has a shiny golden letter on its spine, and it's letter B. Furthermore, one of the vials on top of the tables, Yik, you look at it, a second look, and it looks kind of a reddish liquid. You are pretty sure that could be used for as a potion. Maybe not finished it yet, but it's definitely a potion. A potion of healing. You find two of them.
Oh.
As per the rules, you guys can only get one at the end, so if you want to drink one of them during the adventure, that's not going to impact whatever you get. You don't see any shiny swords or any chained books or any of the crap you've seen before, just the plain ingredients. What would you like to do?
Is it time to leave this room?
Oh, there's nothing else to be gleaned from here?
We haven't
Alright.
blown anything up, but I guess it's okay.
Kik would like to point out that I'm pretty sure that you could spell out liberty with the books.
Yes. Orlo, you open the door. You see another corridor with two doors, one straight ahead, one to the south. Would you like to explore and open any of them?
Yeah, I guess as I'm stepping forward, I'll kind of hear that was Gek though, I believe, right? So I'll kind of come back and join the group. Liberty, similar to freedom, eh?
Yes, freedom is good, especially from evil half-dragons.
So should we go and try to use the same portal?
Well, we are down here. We could see if there's anything else. There could be more books.
I suppose it could.
There was a door. Were there two more doors?
Yes, there's a corridor with the door to the south, like a room immediate to your right, and seems to be a room further to the right.
It may be old, but a kobold is still at home in corridors.
Check out the south corridor.
The south is a door to, you assume it's a room, because it doesn't really look like spatial-wise a corridor.
Let's look.
Just opening it?
Remember to say hello.
Seth will say hello and open the door.
Okay, you can open the door. You see a dark stone-walled room that only has a few objects. You see a 5-foot diameter circle on the ground, full of runes and writings and symbols. And I guess both Gik and Akra can figure out this is a summoning circle of sorts, where you would summon something unsavory and bind it. There is an empty wooden bookstand on the opposite wall and bronze braziers at the cardinal points of the circle. There doesn't seem to be anything in the braziers, or rather it has been burned long ago, but it still smells a bit of burned things. And sitting next to the bookstand, there's a toad. Ribbit. Ribbit.
Oh, a toad. Seth, can you bring your drift globe in here? It's a bit dark.
Oh yes. I left the grip glove somewhere else on the map.
Let me get it.
We could move it. I don't remember where it was though.
Better now?
Yes, thank you.
You see the toad, just like ribbit.
I was thinking, should we try to put the books in the bookshelf in the order of liberty?
Sure.
I'll try to do that then.
Okay, just reminding you guys that when you came here, you just had to say the word and it opened. Oh, did we lose someone? From the map.
Someone just disappeared.
Yeah, my map just went. Did I push a button?
I think you deleted yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Which one is your character again? Sorry, I don't.
I'm Seth. This is Dan.
Worked.
I think I must have. Okay. So we just could say a word.
Yeah. Well, we've said it many times now.
I'll say. So you guys said liberty.
That was the frog, by the way.
Yeah, there's a toad. It's like ribbit.
Yeah,
Ribbit.
I'll say brightly.
It's hopping around and then it gets close to Akra. And ribbit, and then kind of like bites her ankle.
Hey! Don't bite me, little toad.
And as it bites your ankle, you realize this is not really a toad.
Tomb.
It's a quasit. And let's just roll initiative to see who gets to whack this quasit.
That's me.
This thing has pitfall armor and single-digit hit points. I don't think it's going to be much of a challenge to anyone.
Oh, we're supposed to start at the bottom, eh?
In before a fumble.
It did get a bite out on Akra. Let's see if it actually did anything. Oh, it did. It did bite Akra for a natural 20 for 9 points of piercing.
This place is out to get me.
And I need a Constitution saving throw, DC 10. From Akra for poison. Yes, you're good. You take 1 more point of poison, but you're not poisoned. As this thing is now just like laughing manically. It doesn't seem to be very sane.
Yeah, I'll show him one of my new moves. There you go, you little squish. maybe.
Well, it bit you, and you just kind of like, I don't know, splashed it into a
Wait.
red.
You know, it's like when you get stung by an insect. You kind of wave around and just hit
Slapped
your
it.
hardest just to get it.
And yeah, that was it. It had 7 hit points. It now has none.
A valiant effort.
That was unnecessary.
You think a little. This thing was kind of locked in here. It couldn't. It didn't have enough force or weight to open the door, and it's just been going insane.
Well, I can kind of relate, but still, you couldn't go about biting people's legs just because. I'll put on some bandages and put those books in the shelf just because I have to try.
Yeah, putting the books on the shelves doesn't seem to do anything. At least nothing that you can perceive from the basement.
So should we leave the books here and go upstairs, or should we just bring them? Or maybe we should burn them in the brazier.
I'll stop Akra from burning them.
I was just looking expectant at Gigik.
Yeah, Geek might be having apoplexy.
Don't burn the books.
Let's take them with us and maybe see if we explore, see if there's any missing books or any other books. We wouldn't know what's missing, but
Yeah, in this room, you do not see any particular books with any golden letters whatsoever.
well, there's
That must
another
mean something.
door, right?
Yeah, there's a door at the end of the corridor over there.
Oh yeah, we didn't get.
I'll go to that one. If we're ready, I'll open it up.
Ready.
Again, as some of you suspected, this basement was reserved for like unnatural things, aberrations, monsters, that sort of thing, as opposed to natural creatures.
Is that where the troll lives?
Yes. Again, the first thing that hits you when you open is the smell of chemical, and particular alcohol and brine. You see glass vessels, large and small and medium. They're standing in rows. They're on the floors. They're on the tables. There are some shelves with more like jars, and they go from 1 foot to 6 feet tall. Inside each of the vessels is the body of a creature or parts of a creature floating in what you in clear liquid, which you assume to be alcohol by the smell. In particular, you see one 4-foot tall container that is had its lid open and has nothing inside.
Do we recognize? Are they a variety of creatures, or does it seem to be parts of us all of the same, like a troll or anything? You know,
There's no trolls, unfortunately.
I'll be convinced of a troll.
You can see one particularly medium-sized jar that has 4 hands in it, like severed hands. You see one that has a pseudo dragon. You can see one that has a small cockatrice. You can see a flump. You can see a fire beetle. You can see a growl. You can see a myconoid sprout. You can see looks like a tadpole of sorts. If any of you is versed or at least know about aberrations, that looks like a slad tadpole.
The one with the pseudo dragon in it.
Yeah, they all seem pretty dead.
I'm going to go over to that.
How about the books?
You don't really see any books in here. It's mostly
Yes, I do.
You do not. There are no books, just jars. This is a collection of creatures.
Is there a trail of liquid? It might have evaporated if it's alcohol, but
Yeah. The jar is like almost empty, or you can see only very little of it left on the alcohol. And you can surmise that this creature, whatever it was, if it was alive or whatever happened, has been long gone.
ah,
Akra, you are very brave. Walking into the room and looking at the stuff. And
No.
with your good passive perception, you look at the jar to your left where the hands are, and can see the fingers start waggling and they're starting to open the lid from the inside. Kind of turning it like an octopus would.
Guys, the trolls are coming. Run.
Are you sticking around to see what the hands do, or just bolting?
I'm moving carefully backwards, one step at a time.
they might be carrying a book. Probably not.
No books inside the alcove, no.
Hey, that one just gave me the middle finger.
Are we leaving them alone?
Seth, as you see this hands start wiggling around, you look at the tadpole you saw earlier and you see it blink.
Uh-oh.
You have the choice to bug off or wait and see what happens.
Well, guys, I'll tell people what I saw, and that's a couple things that are moving. I think they're all going to start moving here in a bit.
Kiki's slowly taking out of notepad and preparing to write down what happens.
Seth would probably encourage people to move out.
Yeah, it's up to you. This can be a combat, or you can just close the door and pretend this never happened.
Akra is easily encouraged.
Sometimes a battle not fought is the one that is won.
Kik follows. He was a bit curious, but he will follow.
Yeah, I assume you guys walk upstairs.
So get.
As we're walking. Yes.
What was the word you discovered again?
Liberty.
As you say the word on top of the stairs, you see the doors of the mansion kind of like dramatically flung open.
Ghosts.
And you see swirling mists forming a portal.
Oh.
And you can get out. Are you guys taking the books with you or leaving them inside the mansion?
I suppose we should leave them for whoever else unfortunate souls getting.
That's exactly what I was thinking. That would be a pretty bad move.
And let us see how dear Matrius is favored in our absence.
Yeah. As you get out of the mansion, if you do, I'm assuming here. I don't want to force you to do it. Again, you see this portal.
Just a moment. I'm gonna stick my head out in the kitchen. Go. Were you both in service to the same wizard?
Oh no, I was made by another one. Freyr. Yes. I was made by Fistania. She's good. She's great. She's best.
Oh, okay. Thank you. We're gonna leave now. Bye.
Are you going to bring Master? Yes, bring Master. So exciting.
Bye.
Yeah, as you see this gate forms, again, you get the feeling that this is not going to last long. But you guys know the word in and out. What would you like to do?
Akra closes her eyes, holds her paw on her nose, and says to herself, "Liberty, and then she jumps through."
Remember
Huh?
Yes, you guys get back into the room you came into, which is like a small monk cell of sorts.
After Akra jumps from, I'm gonna look at the other side. I was gonna tell her to watch out. There might be a corpse.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
As you get through the portal, you see the person you are sent to find, Matrius, sprawled on the floor. Akra, give me. I guess Akra is the first, unless somebody is taking the lead.
I'll follow her.
Yes.
Seth will.
You can give me medicine checks if you want, or perception, up to you. Yeah, Akra and Seth, you can see what you assume to be the body now of Matrius. You see several puncture wounds through his robes, and as you are pondering what the hell is going on, let me see who is the lucky person. I'm not gonna go for Akra again. That's mean.
I healed up again, so bring it on.
Okay, I guess you're the first to get out, and you aren't really surprised. You saw something like move, or maybe dust moving, but you see a small form appear just as its tail stings you. It's an imp. The same imp that Matrius carried out apparently as a statue. As soon as it left the mansion, it's now back up, and it tries to sting you for a 12 to hit. I guess that's a miss.
Yes.
And again, let's go for turn just to see who gets to finish the imp. Okay. This can be theater of the mind. The imp got a 22 to its initiative. And I forgot to put in a token for it, but it's not going to last more than a round. So it again would try to sting Akra for a 9 to hit, and I guess Akra finishes it off.
Well, you know these moves, they're starting to work now. But they can't always work.
Yeah, a 12 is a miss.
Oh, stay still there.
Yes, the creature is just floating and fleeting and moving too fast. And again, laughing maniacally. Sting, sting. Tragna, can you finish this? Oh, you're missing someone. Who are you missing?
That's me. I forgot to press my token. 12 was my in.
I guess Kikik's next then? Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Classic.
It's all because you said he'd only last a round.
You try to shoot cold stuff at the imp, but it's just too fast. It got a natural 20 on its con for 21. Is there anything else for Gik?
No. Oh, yeah. I will put a hand on Akra and say, Bahamut will protect you.
Nice.
That's nice, thank you.
Tragna, your turn.
I'll hex it and shoot an Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah, you just blast this annoying little imp into pieces. And you're still looking at Matrius, who is looking pretty much dead. He was not very good with the ink. And that's the end of the adventure. This segues into the next one, as you either try to find a way to revive Matrius or to learn more about other stuff in the Candlekeep. And that's about it. You guys got 100 gold in loot divided by 5, so 20 gold each. It's not very rich in money, but you got a +1 weapon and a drift globe.
Not bad at all. Did we find a potion as well?
You guys found 2 potions, but you can only keep 1.
Of healing?
Yes, a potion of healing, yes.
And I didn't actually use mine.
Well, thank you so much for running this for us. It was really fun.
I hope you had fun. This didn't have to go into combat, but I don't think any of the things here proved much of a challenge to you guys. This is mostly like an exploration module.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I mean, once we got hand of those moves.
We got to flex a little. I think that was cool.
Yeah, very pretty.
Who was it that helped the Gig with his backpack?
Oh, at the very start?
Yeah.
That was me, yeah. Orlo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here.
Yeah, it was a really fun adventure. Thanks to you so much for running.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I will definitely run the following ones, mostly because I bought the module on Roll20 and I'm too lazy to go messing with maps for other adventures. So keep an eye out for them.
All right, I definitely
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, definitely I'll look for it. Yeah.
It was great fun.
First experience. Is this a hardcover or is this a separate thing?
It's a hardcover, but it's a series of one-shot modules.
Okay. Okay. I've got the hardcover. I just haven't read it. I wasn't sure if there's any supplemental information. So this is neat. I kind of wanted to play it before I read anything about it.
I've been sitting on this character for a while, wanting to play him. So I was like, books, the Candlekeep. Yep, this is it.
Oh, I know where
I
I've
love that
seen him
character.
before.
What? Seen it before?
Yeah.
This one?
I hope you guys had fun, and I'll definitely run the other ones. It goes all the way to level 10, I think, or there's 10 adventures in total for tier 1 and tier 2.
Yeah.
Yep. Keep an eye out for it. So.
Yeah, I've loved Candlekeep. I mean, I've read a lot about the Forgotten Realms, like since I started playing role-play games. So Candlekeep means a lot to me. I really wanted to play that. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
And,
I hope you guys have a nice evening.
I'm not sure if I should thank you or not for not killing me, but
Well, it's not my fault you keep healing.
true.
Just kept coming back for more. Karen got so
I'll
hard
come
to
back
hit.
for more.
I'm very impressed almost that you did not manage to kill me, though.
Well, you're not the one going first and messing with stuff.
Well, I don't know, but I am the one that has 10 HP and 11 AC.
Oh.
How do you only have 11 AC?
And have 12 decks and no armor.
Kobolds don't really get many pluses.
And I have a 10 in Constitution.
Oof.
I'm a level 2 with 10 HP.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah.
Thank you guys. Have a nice one, and I hope to see you again.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it.
Fun playing with you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And with that, I'll end my stream. Many thanks to Altsider for running this adventure. And we'll see what I end up with next streaming. Appreciate anybody checking it out. This was ran through a server based out of Scandinavia area. They go by the name of AL Nordic. So if you want more details on that, find a way to reach out to me. I'm sure they would love to have more members. They're running all kinds of games like this, just like my server and other servers too. Huge shout out to them. And Altsider again for running this. Candlekeep was a lot of fun. Hope anybody enjoys checking it out.